Welcome to Winning in the Shadows. I'm Andy, that's Jim. We are doing the first ever Method of Victory Power Rankings slash draft. So bear with us. This is the first time that we've done this. The concept is pretty simple. Jim gets the first overall pick, and he gets to pick a fight that he thinks is the most confident in picking the winner and how they're going to win. So you have to pick which fight you want. You have to pick which fighter you think is going to win, and you have to pick whether it's by decision, submission, or knockout. So there's a lot going on with this. you gotta be cerebral about this. So Jim, you get the first overall pick. You get to pick the fight, the fighter, and the method of victory. What is your number one in the power rankings?
I am going to go with the low-hanging fruit of Tom Aspinall to win by knockout. That is my number one draft pick. How could it not be the heavyweight fight? You got to draft the heavyweights first if we're going by method of victory.
All right, so Tom Aspinall by TKO, and as of now, at the time we're recording this, knockout is minus 175. That's kind of gone down, actually. I feel like that was a little bit. I feel like it was a little bit higher.
They're making you pick a side on this by TKO or submission. By finish, I think was 280.
Sure.
At one point, it was.
Yeah.
That's a little steep.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna go with Sam Patterson by submission.
Love it.
Yeah, this is Kiefer Crosby, who could not have gotten out of and tapped in his last fight quicker. Like the second that Giuseppe's arms went around that neck, Crosby wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. So I'm going to go with Sam Patterson by submission at minus 120 as my second favorite here. All right, pick number 3. Who do you like?
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go Shauna Bannon by decision.
Wow, Shauna Bannon.
You didn't expect that coming at number 3, did you?
No, it makes sense. I like it's a good price. She's basically fighting
An internet
softcore porn star based on her OnlyFans, and you're getting plus 100. So yeah. By the way, have you ventured into Alice Ardalan's Instagram?
Yes, I have. When jokes just don't land? That's what it reminded me of. It's kind of trying to be like
strange.
Funny, but sexual at the same time, and it's just little lot.
Yeah, she's got junk in the trunk. She shows it off. If you're interested in her on Instagram, it's really something, but not something that puts a lot of faith in me as far as being able to fight. Yeah, exactly. So, there's one on here that I know you're ready to jump all over. So I'm gonna leave that one to you, and I'm gonna go with Mick Parkin by decision.
Okay.
It's tough because Bresky could absolutely gas, but this is Mick Parkin, who hasn't really gotten close to finishing any of his 3 UFC opponents. I know he's got cardio in the 3rd round. I just don't think that he's got what it takes to finish. He's a bigger guy. He's faster on the feet, but I just haven't seen any finishing ability in the UFC. So I think Bresky fades as the fight goes on, and I think we end up with a Mick Parkin by decision. So what do you have at number 5?
Well, I'm gonna have to get that out of the way now because you're already. It is my next ranked one. I do love it. Now here's the tricky part. I gotta pick submission or knockout.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go Nathaniel Wood.
Bye.
Here's the thing. I think if it is a finish, it's Pineda looking for the door.
Oh,
and when guys look for the door, they give up their neck.
Oh,
they don't let you pound him into the canvas. So I'm going to go Nathaniel Wood by submission.
Pound you into the canvas.
Like, I give up, I lay there. No, you give up, you stick your neck out.
Yeah.
And you hope that they choke you instead of punch you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Nathaniel Wood by sub plus 300. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. So now we're starting to get into a little bit tougher ones. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with kind of a little bit of a. I guess he's kind of an underdog. I'm gonna go with. Well, he's not an underdog to win, but I'm gonna go with Kalalochran to win by
Okay.
decision.
I like that one.
I'm just not a Hadley. I'm not a Hadley guy, and we've seen the head on Lochran. You're not knocking that guy out. You're not. Hadley's not submitting him. So I think Lochran is the right play, and he's not even that big of an underdog. It's minus 105. So I'm not going out on a massive limb on that one. But Cullen Lochran, I think neither one of these guys have ever been finished in their career, so I think it goes the distance. So now you're just kind of picking who's going to win it, and I think it's Lochran gets the win by decision. All right, what do you got?
Getting to the nitty gritty here. Okay, power rankings. We gotta go. We love the. All right, I'm gonna go. Mohammed Makayev to win by decision.
That's a great one. It's a great one.
That's where I'm gonna go next. I
Okay.
don't think that he catches Cape in a submission. This fight could be very ugly very early for Makayev, and then this fight could get extremely boring. Extremely boring. So,
Yeah, yeah. That's
I know there's bad blood. This is the
what?
classic bad blood. We hate each other, and then we, hug for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so over the hype with the bad blood on all these fights.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, I'm gonna kind of scroll all the way down here. I think this is where it all kind of comes to an end for Paddy Pimblett.
Wow.
I'm not sure he's ready for what Bobby Green's going to give him. Don't forget that Pimblett was losing some of these fights that he ended up finishing. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give Bobby Green one. Actually, I think we got to call him King Green. I think didn't he legally change his name to King?
Patty's been calling him Robert all week, which is even better. You gotta admit, the guy is funny,
pretty good.
Man.
He's great. King Green is only 38 years old. He's getting there to 40, and I'm just not sure that Pimblett's striking defense holds up. Patty leaves that chin way, way too exposed, and I really don't think Patty's going to be able to get Bobby Green down. I think this is kind of a jabbing, sparring match for Green. I think he kind of realizes that Patty can't do much, and I think he's going to find his jab is wide open. I think Bobby makes a spectacle out of it. It becomes this circus-type fight. But in the end, even the judges in England, I don't think are going to be able to give it to Pat. He's been in some. Most people didn't think he won the Jared Gordon, and I think Green's better than that one. So I'll go King Green by decision at plus 165.
I like it. God save the king. Love it. In England.
Right?
All right.
You're up.
Okay. Man, we're running low on fights here. All right. Value. How about... I've kind of flip-flopped on this fight. Marcin Prachnio
Oh, I like where you're going.
to win by decision.
I love this pick. I really like this pick at all. This was going to be my next one if you didn't.
Yeah, I kind of flip-flopped on this fight. I went back and watched this after our video earlier in the week, and I just don't like the volume from Bukauskas. He swings at air. He just doesn't have the volume. And look, Prachnio has killer leg kicks. He's got really good leg kicks. He's very active with them. I think that's going to be a real good way for him to score. And again, I don't see anybody finishing anyone in this fight now at this point. If I'm not on Bukauskas to knock out Prachnio, then it's Prachnio decision.
All right. It's time to. I mean, we got some of these big time main event here. I'm gonna take the main event, and I'm gonna go ever so slightly with Leon Edwards to win by decision. I don't like the pick. but we have to. It's got to come off the board at some point.
Yeah.
It's plus 100. I still think this fight comes down to the volume of Belal with kind of the more damage that Leon Edwards does, and you always got that. He always got that crowd. That anytime Belal lands something big, no one's going to say anything. And anytime Leon lands a little thing, yo! So I think you get a little bit of value on Leon Edwards. These guys do not get finished. They generally don't finish guys, and at least when they do, it's a random ass Usman head kick. Belal taking out Sean Brady, who's not on Leon Edwards. So I think this goes the distance, and then you're just trying to get Edwards to get the judges to go his way. So Leon Edwards by decision.
Just wait for the crowd on the first takedown that Belal lands. The shower of boos that are going to go through that place.
Boo! Yeah, you're right.
It's these judges are dumb, man.
But Nathaniel Wood lands a takedown. Yay! We've been there. All right, nitty gritty.
Number 11. So what do we have left? We got Chikadze left. We got Molly left.
You got Christian Leroy Duncan left.
I know where I'm going. I'm going. I'm going Preston Parsons.
Okay.
Does he finish? Does Oban finally get finished?
After being not only has he been rocked in every fight, he's been almost unconscious in every fight. I'm
going to go out on a whim because I'm sure it's going to be better than by decision, a better number. Let's go Preston Parsons by club and sub. I'll go submission.
Going submission.
I'll go submission. Club and sub. I think he clips Elliott. Elliott panic wrestles, and because he does that in every fight too.
He does that. Yep.
And Parsons gets the back and locks up a choke. Plus 300. Right. That's got to be better than decision.
Sub is plus 300. Decision is plus 225. You're absolutely right. So I will. I'll give me Molly. I'll go Molly. I'll go Molly McCann.
This is the tricky part.
Yeah, I'm not that impressed by Bruna Brasil, so I will take Molly McCann by KO. I think she gets the KO. I don't think this. I like the under in this fight, so if I'm taking Molly to win, I think it's by finish because I like the under. So I will take Molly McCann by TKO, number 12. All right, we got Christian Leroy Duncan, Gregory Rodriguez. And we've still got
Giga and Allen, right?
And Giga and Allen, yeah.
I'm going to steal Giga and Allen. Piggyback off what we said. I think you're right. Giga still is undervalued. I wonder if he just does enough to win a very controversial split decision. I don't see him finish in this fight.
Okay.
I just don't. I went back and watched with the Southpaw and Orthodox. And both of them switched stance. That was a little deceiving. So I think that Giga's best shots are going to be there. And like you said, just what is Arnold Allen? We just don't know what he is. So
Truth.
I think we know what Giga is. We know.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
I think that's one of the upsets on the card that people are very pissed off about on Twitter after the fight.
Okay.
Very pissed off.
All right. I'm going to go. So I need to pick the winner of Gregory Rodriguez and Christian Leroy Duncan. I think Duncan's a little bit faster on the feet. And you know what? I think he does enough. Well, if I'm just looking at numbers, you know what? I'm going to go with I don't know if I trust Leroy Duncan. I'm going to go with Gregory Rodriguez. But I'm going to go a little bit weird here. I'm going to go by decision.
I love it. Love it.
At plus 500. I think Rodriguez, if he just gets one takedown, I think it's going to be enough. I like his power over Duncan's speed. Like, Duncan is going to be able to move a lot better, but, man, if Rodriguez just wobbles him a couple times, he's going to steal rounds. So I'll go out on a limb and take Rodriguez by decision there. So, all right. Recap, we got Aspinall by knockout at minus 175. Number 2 is Sam Patterson by sub at minus 120. Sean O'Bannon by decision is your podium finish. at plus 100. Mick Parkin by decision.
It's my Lambo.
Plus 100. Wood by sub, plus 300. Loughran by decision. Muhammad Makayev by decision. Bobby Green by decision. Pracknell by decision. Edwards by decision. And then we get into a Parsons by sub, McCann by TKO, Giga Chikadze by decision, and Gregory Rodriguez by decision. So that's your very first power rankings draft for UFC 304. And we definitely, absolutely have to do this on every event. This is
going to be great.
This is a really good one. So, and we might have to keep keep track of if we parlay the top three. What are we getting, or parlay the top four? What are the odds that we get on this, and maybe turn it into some kind of?
We're definitely monitoring these money lines Saturday night. See how many of these money lines come through, because that's your parlays right there.
That's the first part. Yeah, absolutely.
If all we have to do is send this out once a week, life will be easy.
Yep. All right. Good luck on all your plays. Jim and I will be on Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel for UFC 304 live. We're watching the fights. Make sure you join us, like, and subscribe. Good luck on your plays. We'll see everyone later.
See you Saturday.